What's up? I'm Wicked, and today I'd like to talk to you about the moon. The moon represents our inner world, so it's all about the subconscious and the intuition. It tells of our emotions and our hearts, as well as our dreams, imagination, and psychic impressions. The moon corresponds with the Greek goddess Hecate, and Hecate is known as the goddess of witchcraft, the guide to the underworld, and the goddess of the moon. She has three forms: the maiden, the mother, and the crone. Now, if you run a quick Google search on Hecate, one of the most commonly asked questions is Hecate good or evil? And this is actually a really good question, as she is one of the few from the pantheon that doesn't really identify with either side, and neither does the moon. These energies go through too many changes to be rooted in one side of yin or yang energies. This goddess is not limited by duality. She is a liminal and limitless energy, open to the ebbs and flows of creation. So this planet is all about inward energies, as creation usually happens within the dark. This is receptive energy. It's all about inward awareness and inward energies. In the chart, the moon tells of a person's inner nature and emotional self. This is the part of ourself that we often keep hidden. The reason why, of course, depends on the person, but everyone has their own inner sanctum that they visit from time to time. This is often where we find most of our wisdom. The moon is a benefic planet, meaning that its effects are generally positive and helpful. Intuition offers guidance, emotions give life flavor, and the inner sanctum allows for peace from the chaos of the outside world. Everything the moon gives to us in this experience is meant to be able to aid us as we journey forward. The moon rules over the second house, and this is the house of resources and foundations. This is where a person's values can be found. This is also the house of material possessions, as it corresponds with Taurus. The moon's placement in the zodiac changes about every 2 to 2.5 days, and its cycle lasts for about 27 days. As the moon changes phases and zodiacs so frequently, it's often bringing in different energetic blends to the table. This is also why having an exact time when divining a birth chart is so important. A lot of these energies move a lot quicker than we may expect them to. The moon finds its joy in the fourth house, the house of home and family, and it's in its domicile when placed in Cancer, who greatly prioritizes home and family. When the moon is in its domicile, this is the triple goddess Hecate at full power, so all lunar energies are supercharged, and it's a really, really wonderful time to work with that sort of night magic. When the moon is full, it gives us the opportunity to have full unbridled access to the inner world, as we have all of that light and energy shining there. But the moon is detriment when placed in Capricorn, regardless of what phase it's in. The moon is known as the Great Mother in astrology, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, who is often depicted as the father and the tester. Now, where the moon's energies come in to nurture and aid, Saturn's energies come in to discipline. These are both helping energies, but their idea of how to get to the finish line tend to oppose. This isn't one of the cases where the negative and positive polar energies are going to balance each other out. They're just going to butt heads. The moon is exalted when in Taurus, as these two energies are really aligned in priorities. It's all about nurture, care, and love. Taurus is ruled by Venus, so it's a very passionate and compassionate energy, and the moon really enjoys pairing up with that sort of vibe. The moon is in fall when placed in Scorpio, and it's interesting because the moon and Scorpio do have a lot of similar priorities. There's a lot of transformation and creation with these energies, but they don't blend well. Once again, it's a case of just having different ideas on how to get the job done. So when these two energies are paired up, there is a lot of extra resistance. But thankfully, the moon changes so quickly, the energies are always flowing, so these things don't last for long, negative or positive effects. That's all I have for this one. Thank you so much for joining me, and make sure to like and subscribe so you can catch the rest of the series. Blessed be.